Multiplying radicands. To multiply radicands, multiply the coefficients and then multiply the radicands and then simplify the remaining radicands. Example, multiply and then simplify. Square root of 5 times square root of 35 equals square root of 175 equals. First, let's get the square factor of square root of 175 equals square root of 25 times 7. And then, let's get the square root of 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. 5, the square root of 7. Another example, 2 square root of x, 8 times 3, the square root of 7 equals 6, square root of 56. 2 times 3 equals 6. 8 times 7 equals 56. Then, let's factorize the 56. 6 square root of 4 times 14 equals 6 times 2 square root of 14 equals 12 square root of 14. Another example, 2 square root of 5 times 4 square root of 20 equals 2 times 4 equals 8. 5 times 20 equals 100. 8 square root of 100 equals 8 times 10 equals 80. Another example, quantity of square root 5 times squared equals, first, let's distribute. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 equals 25 equals, the square root of 25 is 5, and that's the answer. Quantity of square root 7 times squared equals 7 times 7. Square root of 7 times square root of 7 equals the square root of 49. And the square root of 49 is equals to 7. Quantity of 8 square root of square root 8 times squared equals square root of 8 times square root of 8 equals square root of 64. And the square root of 64 is 8. Quantity of square root x times squared equals square root of x times square root of x equals square root of x squared. The square root of x squared is equals to x. Dividing radicands. To divide radicals, divide the coefficients, divide the radicands. If possible, rationalize the denominator so that the radicands remain in the denominator. Example, square root of 56 divided square root of 7 equals square root of 8. Let's get the factor. The 8 is the square root of 4 times 2, and the square root of 4 is 2, and let's put it in the outside, and the answer is 2 square root of 2. This cannot be divided, which labels the radicands in the denominator. We do not leave radicands in denominator, so we need to rationalize by multiplying the fraction by something. So we can eliminate the radicand in the denominator. Square root of 6 divided square root of 7 equals square root of 6 divide square root of 7 times square root of 7 over square root of 7 equals square root of 42 times square root of 49 equals square root of 42 over 7. 42 cannot be simplified, so we are finished. This can be divided, which labels the radicand in the denominator. We do not leave radicands in the denominator, so we need to rationalize by multiplying the fraction by something. We can eliminate the radicand in the denominator. Square root of 5 divide square root of 10 equals square root of 1 divide square root of 2 times square root of 2 divide square root of 2 equals square root of 2 over 2. This cannot be divided, which labels the radical in the denominator. we do not leave radicals in the denominator, so we need to rationalize by multiplying the fraction by something so we can eliminate the radical in the denominator. 3 divide square root of 12 equals 3 over square root of 12 times 3 square root of 3 over square root of 3 equals 3 square root of 3 divide square root of 36 equals 3 over 6 is cancelled. Square root of 3 equals square root of 3 over 2. Reduce the fraction.